what player would just never pass to you?
In the final third, round about the box. That man over there.
We are now playing with 2 balls at the 5-a-side.
I'll go for Jimity.
Yeah? You think you can bring the best out of him?
Mailbag time. I'm going to start us off. Wesley for YouTube. Would you advise a young player to start out at a smaller club like you all did, or immediately join a big club at their academy?
Well, first of all, I'm quite insulted by that because Norwich City aren't a small club, Wesley. But I know where Wesley's going with that. It's about, I mean, everybody's football career depends on a certain type of pathway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And so, his point, I sort of get that. It's great to have that association with a big club. Will the pathway be there? It's harder. So in many respects, I think the best route to go down, as I went down, was to play with a so-called smaller club in Norwich City, but we were still playing in as the old Division 1. I am quite old, just before the start of the Premier League. But there was a pathway into the first team in terms of, that sort of smaller squad and a quicker progression. So, yeah, I would...
I think what he means there is because Norwich is like away, out the way, nobody else is around it, it gave you an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's away in the sticks, friend.
Yeah. I suppose the bad side of that is there's a lot of travelling.
Yeah.
You go to away games.
One challenge, though, that is coming now is the money. I think that's a big issue for any young player now. Your decision is, do you trust your ability and stay at a so-called smaller club thinking you'll get that pathway, or are you going to turn down thousands of pounds a week?
Good shout.
That is the big debate now, I think.
And the truth is, the bottom line is, most people would chase the money.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I think because you might never get the money.
Yeah.
So if you've offered it, then you might take it. But I've always been a great believer, if you're good enough, you'll get there eventually anyway. You've got to back your own ability. It's a pet hate of mine when, there's so many, like for example, like for where we're in Ayrshire, you're driving past, a few clubs to go to, say, Rangers or Celtic, when you're just making up the numbers for a lot of people, rather than actually staying at a command at an United, or, you could get to Motherwell pretty quickly as well, with the roads now. Hamilton, back in the day, had a really good youth system. I just think the whole academy thing has now become,
there becomes
it's
a
clogged
point
up.
where appearances count for any first team recruitment. One of the first things they're going to do for any young player is how much first team exposure has he had. Now, you only get that by getting the opportunity to play. I always lean towards the way I came through it. Come on, you're not the biggest prospect, but if you do well and you work hard, you will get a chance.
Yeah. But I think you touched on it there, like, there'll be a lot of, there was, and even in my generation, or at my time as well, at that age group, there was a lot of players at Rangers and Celtic that weren't given a chance. All of a sudden, you then start playing football, you jump ahead of them.
Definitely.
With Scotland squads and stuff like that. You're playing games, you get more recognition. They then maybe start questioning a man in the right setup, and they have to move away. Then they're behind you, they have to take a step back. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that either, because you've seen players leave Rangers and Celtic, and I'm speaking about Rangers and Celtic because that's your 2 biggest clubs here. There'll be clubs in England as well, that sometimes you have to take a step back to then further your career. And there's been players people like Stephen Dobie and guys like that. They've had fantastic careers off the back of leaving Rangers, going away, then coming back. But I think the point that you make, Stephen, is key in the whole thing there, especially. It might not be, it is happening up here, but not to the level of what it is happening down south. The money, even when you're leaving school to go in full time, is life-changing now.
But
that wasn't the case. You had to work for it
more
now.
than what your parents earn a year, which is mental that a kid can come straight out of school and that salary's so high.
Yeah.
I don't think we know the real consequence of that pathway, the way English clubs are now taking their best talent so early on. There's no history of seeing that.
Yeah.
But good question.
Yeah, here's one for you. Robinho, on YouTube, what player would just never pass to you?
In the final third, round about the box. That man over there.
Really?
Yeah, but there's a reason for that. he wasn't complaining when he was spending his win bonuses.
See, even when that angle's really tight and it's like a 1% chance of scoring, he's still shooting. No square.
But the thing is,
pass
though,
in.
even with that 1% chance, it was still a chance, and 9 times out of 10 it went in the back of the net.
How many times can you remember, just give us a rough sort of estimate, how many times did you use him as a decoy?
Oh, that was the best ever. Even in training.
I actually don't think you gave me an assist.
Oh, my days. I'll find some. Get YouTube up right now. 100% flick-ons.
No, you didn't flick it on. You ducked under it.
No, even in training. Remember the old crossing and finishing when you used to? It used to be front and back, but I just stood in the middle. You knew you were getting it. Oh, you've got to get across the front. Nah.
Know that one where the ball's just behind you and you need to take one or two touches before you get a shot off, but I'm right behind just for a first time finish.
Yeah, just over it.
He's the guy that takes the
Yeah, but no. But when you get flexible hips, I could just swivel and get it away in a winner.
So my answer is the big man. Yourself, MD?
Mine would have been quite an obvious one who you'd know well. Brilliant talent, but Aidan McGeady. I mean, he would.
By the way, just to let you know, he's still the same at 5-a-sides right now.
Is he?
It's the first
he must
ever.
Have grown out.
No. It's the first time ever, mate. We are now playing with 2 balls at the 5-a-sides.
Yeah.
Aidan's in the corner taking everyone on, and we're playing another game here.
Yeah.
But wait, it wasn't as if he was just going to try and score himself, was it? Or was it?
Well, he used to. I mean, when he first came to train with us at Celtic, he had that. He had unbelievable, unbelievable feet.
Feet's incredible.
But he did. I mean, Martin used to hammer him because he did like to try and beat the players sort of 4 or 5 times. But he did have that ability. But yeah, he was frustrating, Aidan. But he had a top career.
Oh, incredible player. I mean, see, even right now, he's playing 6-a-sides.
Still get the wee shimmy.
It's incredible. But he gets frustrated though, because when he would move the feet and players would try and dive in, and he'd get away from him. See now, because we're all too slow. Because we're all too slow. So he's on his 3rd movement, and we're still on our 1st movement, and it crashes into you, and then you get frustrated. But honestly, what a player! Right, so who am I looking for? My person that didn't pass. I never really had that. I think as a striker, you're always in a position where people would.
But you never played with another striker that was trying to score as many as you.
Maybe you could.
It would never happen.
Maybe you should have said.
Nobody never really took on the challenge of trying to outscore me.
You could have phrased that as a selfish striker.
100%. 100%. There's no doubt about it.
Were you buzzing sometimes when you scored but your team got beat?
Nah.
I don't believe you.
No, I was never...
Seeing your name up the top there, but I'm still talking at charts.
You never got in the car on the way home and thought, well, I did all right, I scored.
But I done my part in the team. We maybe get beat, but I'd done my job. But you were always... I think you're always angry when you lose games of football, and it doesn't matter if you've scored 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter when you've scored. Yeah, you might be happy enough with your own performance, but the team ultimately is the main thing. You're part of that jigsaw that to go and get the 3 points. If you don't do it, you're not happy. But listen, I think I can't really think of anybody. I'm just gonna move on because I can't really. This is a good one. George Robertson, YW2CK on YouTube. Great show, lads. Do you ever have a beer together? We've tried a few times to organise something, but we can never get them off the radio, the TV. With it. It's just...
Schedule doesn't allow
it, mate.
Golf day, nice meal, some nice
By the way, big man's not bad at golf.
I would love to see it.
I'm not good. No, I've never had a beer with you. I haven't had a beer with you.
When?
When we've been up to Aberdeen.
No, I can't remember that, mate. Don't try and pretend here on camera that we're mates and all of a sudden you want to go for beers with me and that.
You've got your own dressing room here and we're stuck in one together.
Yeah, no, we have had a beer.
I can't remember that.
No, we've never
maybe I had
one.
5 or 6 at the time.
Yeah, maybe I was drunk. That might have been some other fella.
But maybe it'll happen one day. I look forward to it.
I think the end of the season. But I've got a plan. We could you'll have a day off. In the summer.
Yeah.
We could maybe, once again, we could take this pod on the road and we could meet up in America in the summer and have a beer. That'd be good.
That'd be nice.
What about that?
Yeah.
That'd be
I bet
good.
we'd be welcomed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's would.
You have the space in your big room anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Right.
Go for it. Next one.
I've got another one here. It's for Waldo. Chris, you're a fan of cricket. Did you ever indulge in a bit of sledging in football matches?
No.
I find that hard to believe.
It's convincing.
There was a few in that Celtic team when I first came through that had some shouts.
Did I ever say anything to you?
No, not you personally, but you were part of the gang.
That is,
Figurehead.
I've said many times that there's a lot of people who've said a lot of stuff about me, but sledging, maybe I did at times, but I would not have been the instigator.
So you're easily led? Is that what you're saying?
I was a reactor.
Okay.
I actually like this idea of sledging, and I enjoyed it in the game. So, come on, you must have had one.
No.
I remember in a game, it wasn't me, but Alan Thompson turned around to somebody and said, "I've got more clothes in my hold all than you do in your wardrobe."
Well, we know you wouldn't say that, mate.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't indulge in stuff like that.
'Cause he's only got a hold dog. That's what he loves. Right, whose question is it?
Yeah, I'll go. I quite like this one from Craigie J on YouTube. If Hearts win the William Hill Premiership this season, is it a bigger achievement than Blackburn winning the English Premier League?
Oh, that's a really good question.
I mean, Hearts are trying to buy their success. So that would...
How many times did Blackburn beat the world transfer record?
Come on.
Break it.
So you were the man? 5 million?
Yeah. What that'd be in today's money, who knows? But come on. I mean, what do you think?
No, I'd agree with you. I think the Blackburn achievement was bigger. More competition.
Leicester's achievement.
Aye, Leicester's.
There, he didn't say Leicester.
I know, but I'm just saying Leicester's achievement.
But there is similarities to the Hearts and the Blackburn teams with the spending power.
Yeah, both owners want to spend a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got to remember, you know,
think of the contract, 5 million record transfer.
Yeah, but today's money, how much do you think it is?
What?
Inflation.
5
million.
It'd be hard to say. I really feel uncomfortable talking about myself. So
12.5 million.
Yeah.
12.5 million. And then you move for what, 10? To Chelsea?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, see, when you look at it, I mean, Rangers and...
Hang on. I'm just saying Rangers won. They won't part of this question.
No. I'm going to answer it with a...
Every one of your answer, the first 3 words is Rangers.
Here we go.
They aren't on this question.
Exactly right. Here we go. Was the other teams in the Premier League, was their spending power, like Man United and that at the time, far more than what Blackburn were spending?
Well, Manchester United were, spending a fortune. They bought Andy Cole in the
swap the Keith Gillespie and money.
Yeah, great knowledge. So they were spending as well. I mean, don't try.
No, I'm not trying. But what I'm saying was Blackburn level of spending. Listen, in terms of the infrastructure and the size of the football club, nowhere near it. Man United. But in terms of the wages and what was being spent,
it does
because what I'm going to say is when you look at Hearts' spending power compared to Rangers and Celtic, you would have to say that Hearts is a bigger achievement than Blackburn if they have to win it.
Hearts have money.
If they have to win it, if they go on and win it, so you're going to. Was it similar?
That's not. It's irrelevant. We just want an answer from you.
Well, that's why I'm trying to get to the answer. If you would help me out to get to the answer.
It doesn't matter.
How many big signings were made in your squad?
Them all.
Well, I was 6'3".
Tim was 6'2".
That's sharp. I like that.
Yeah. No, there was a few, but it's not about how much you spend. It's about how the team.
I'm backtracking about here.
How the team. You'll say Hearts in a minute. They got to win it first. It's how the team gel together and the characters.
So what was a bigger? Well, we're moving on for that question. What was a bigger achievement, Blackburn or Leicester's?
The Blackburns.
No, I'm not having that.
They're 40.
I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
How many games? How many games were played in that league?
Yeah, but you were spending 42. A fortune.
It's harder to win the league over a 42-game season than 38.
But you were spending a fortune.
You just a massive squad.
You were spending a fortune.
You were.
Compared to Leicester.
Everybody says it.
Everybody.
Everybody. If it wasn't for Sir Jack.
Who's everybody?
Walker's money. Is that
okay,
not?
No, it's fine. You're trying to belittle my...
Nobody's trying to belittle it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's all right. Carry on.
It was your captain that told me this.
Okay.
He says Leicester.
It's fine. Come on.
Tim,
Come on.
your captain says Leicester. So you're
Come
going
on.
against him as well?
Come on, don't be jealous. Come on. Let's
Ah.
just move on.
Yeah. Right, here we go. Well, this is a good one. All the way from New Zealand. Gary from New Zealand. YouTube. Do you believe top football managers need to have had a decent playing career?
No.
Well, no, obviously not. As Mourinho is a prime
Yeah.
example of it.
Arsene Wenger.
Yeah. I think it's a total different skill set. Like, more than what people would think. Because the classic example is if you were a top player and you could...
You expect people to do things that you can
Exactly. And when they can't, if you can't explain what it is that you do to get the ball there, then that's the root of it. If you can't explain it, you need to explain what you want, and that's as big a tool.
I think to answer that, I think you do need to have been involved in football to understand it. Because I think football as a business, I mean, I don't think maybe you will tell me I'm wrong, but I don't think a manager from another industry could come in and be a football manager. Do you think you would need to be involved in football, like at some?
I think it's hard. The one thing being a good footballer or that, when you're going to manage it, is you gain a bit of respect from the off, and that only lasts a certain period of time. But I think there's not been many other industries that people like Mark Warburton was he not in finance at some point and then came into football?
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen that often. So I think your people skills need to be top
Man
level.
I honestly, I really do mean this. I don't think it matters whether you're played or not to be a good coach and manager. It's about your knowledge and your sort of, your upbringing, your background, and
your people skills are huge as well.
But no, you only have to look at sort of historically who the a lot mentioned Mourinho, Arsene Wenger, as well, and what they've achieved. It doesn't matter if you've had a playing career. I don't think that necessarily relates to being a good coach and manager.
Right, I've got one here. Rachel 2794. Outside of the clubs in Scottish Premiership, what stadiums did you lads enjoy visiting on away days?
Outside
let's just pick the best stadium you've played in other than outside Scotland. Mine's is easy, Nou Camp.
Nou Camp.
Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable, over 100,000. The pitch was like an ice rink. Unbelievable.
I'd still say Carrow Road.
Home.
Yeah, it's just a lovely little stadium. Lovely
Little stadium.
Yeah, it's not far.
35,000 now?
No.
How many? What's the capacity?
Not that many.
What's the capacity?
You'd have thought you'd have played there.
I thought it was around about 30. Sounded like 30,000. Yeah. Was that noisy?
Do you know the stadium I really used to enjoy playing at?
That's the question. That's what I want to know.
Goodison. I really, I know they got a brilliant new stadium, Everton, but the sort of fans there, the noise they can generate. I mean, it's close to the pitch and what have you. Yeah, brilliant.
Did you
stadium.
find Upton Park similar to Goodison?
Yeah, good shout. Yeah. So yeah,
I only played it a couple of times.
Did you play the Emirates?
No.
Highbury.
Highbury.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But before Highbury, before the Emirates, to see what's the difference there.
Brilliant stadium.
Yeah.
White Hart Lane, the old White Hart.
The old White Hart Lane.
Just my age showing. No.
Do you know what? I never played the night, but I was with the 21s when the national team played. Do you know what? It's an iconic stadium for me, and you have been there. But San Siro was just incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played there a few times.
Yeah.
Before.
Played there with Celtic.
Were you in the Celtic team that get through that, Ty? Did they get through?
Was it group stage
was
game?
Unbelievable.
Group stage?
No, good question. No.
It was a good question.
Some of the American stadiums as well. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
College football stadiums there.
Unbelievable.
114,000 in that.
Yeah. Seattle's. Oh.
Yeah, played there.
Let's get back to Scottish football. Last one. Oliver 77391. Is there a current Scottish Premiership player from any team that you would love to have played with, and why?
One that springs to mind just for the intelligence, and you can tell he's an angry Kyrgyzidis at Hearts. Great quality.
Gets the ball in.
Can eliminate it. But see, for you say that for you, that's no biggie for me. But just then when to pass, understanding a one-touch bounce or whatever, reading off your movement.
Yeah.
I think he's shown real quality this season for me.
What Celtic player are you picking?
I'll go for Chimity.
Yeah? Do you think you can bring the best out of him?
I'll go. Do you know, I always admired Callum McGregor.
That's a safe.
Yeah, well,
boring
it's
answer, man.
Well, here's what. Would Callum McGregor get in your team?
I don't know.
Oh, great
You'll have
question.
to ask Martin O'Neill that. Would he have gotten ahead of Lennon, Lambert and Petrov?
Well, I'm asking you.
And Moravchik, could play in there.
Would he?
Maybe. I think it's a subjective call, isn't it? I think he's a fantastic player. I mean, he gets bored with like top quality players, but that's what Callum McGregor.
No, he certainly is.
So, would Callum McGregor play in your
so
team under Martin O'Neill?
who is your one?
No, I'm asking you. I need
I
an
know.
answer.
We're
before.
all
I know.
looking more for like a striker
Yeah.
partnership. You had SOS. Is there anybody?
SAS.
SAS.
SOS.
What
Strike partner for you in
the
Scottish football, man.
currently?
Yeah.
That's a good question. No,
It's a hard question, by the way.
I really rate Lawrence Shankland highly. Always them out of the team. I don't know how Hearts would do, but I think he's neat. He used to just be a goal scorer. That's the way I viewed him, but he's much more than that. But there you go.
Yeah, I can
What about for
imagine.
you?
Can imagine me and Lawrence up front. Loads of movement in that.
In behind.
Yeah, get it in behind. Contest to see who's got the biggest waistline.
I'm not sure that is a contest. That.
Yeah.
Talking about now.
Who would do all your running? Who would toss the ball?
I'm just going to pick a Kilmarnock player. Any Kilmarnock player. Get myself back in that team, get them away from that relegation spot. There you go. I'd back myself to do it. Time and time again.
Give us
friends.
one name for Kilmarnock player.
Well, just pick John Jules, striker.
John Jules.
He can do the running. I'll get the ball in the back of the net. Kilmarnock will start to climb the table. Our little friend wouldn't be so angry. Want to fight with referees after games and
Bit of
everything.
possession, they need everybody involved in defending.
But that's it. That's it. That's all they would do. So it's not really hard, is it? Run about, go and close people down, get the ball forward, get it in the box. What happens?
You shoot 9 times out of 10.
Is that us finished? Or you want another one?
Yeah. No, that's.
You want another one?
I've had plenty.
All right, there's another few here, but we'll keep them for the next time.